Welcome back, everyone. Okay, Yuan Shu is going to be the last warlord in our little series for now until the next one is released. He is the last one that I have not covered. So, until they release another warlord, this little series will be on a halt for now. But that's nothing to worry about. They will release another one eventually. There are plenty of candidates still, like Dong Zhuo and Sun Jian, who have not been added into the game at all yet. So hopefully they'll be warlords or cool heroes that aren't super expensive. But for Yuan Shu, he is more of a crowd control warlord. His skills revolve around casting debuffs on the opponent. Let's take a look at the skills and you can see what I mean. So, increase the speed of the warlord by 5%. Before that, at the end I'll explain what skills to upgrade because I don't know a great deal about Yuan Shu. I want to collect him and work on him, but I don't have the resources to do it right now, so I'm not able to. So after going through the skills, we can decide what would probably be better skills to upgrade for him. So the first one is increase the speed of the warlord by 5%. Next is attack all enemies and deal damage amounting to 220% of the warlord's attack power. At the same time, cause silence for a round. So if you move first, you use this skill. None of your opponent's heroes can use any skills except for their normal attack. So that buys you one turn from each of their, one of their full turns where they can't do much of anything. The only problem is purity. Purity will shut down this skill because you can't cause silence on someone that is immune to debuffs. So it'd be better to run a team that has a debuffer. So Fire Sensei, Evil Zhou, Holy Aurora. They're the three main ones, but I think a couple of the other Zhou can remove debuffs. And Water Sun Shangxing. She can remove debuffs and she's only a 4-star, so she's a little easier to get. It's not guaranteed though, it's only like 80% chance. It's not a guaranteed chance that she can do it. But if you can, if she's all you have, she's a solid choice to use with this. Next, EXP, then crit damage. For every 1 point of speed, will increase the warlord's skill damage by 0.1%. This is really low. It doesn't seem like this really accomplishes much. Let's take a look. I'm sure it's going to, maxed damage increase is going to be 1%. So for every 1 point of speed will increase the warlord's skill damage by 1%. That could be a lot. Let's see. So it depends on if it incorporates your opponent's heroes or not too. But just giving every hero 100 speed, just for your team, that would increase the skill damage by 400%. That could be so it just all depends on how this skill works. It doesn't explain really well. It doesn't say for every 1 point of speed on your team, on both teams, or anything. It just says for every 1 point of speed. And it also doesn't mean if it might mean it's Yuan Shu's speed. See, may not even be the speed of the heroes. It could be the speed of Yuan Shu the Warlord. in which case this skill would need upgraded to increase his speed. So it all depends on how that interacts with each other. So for every lighted hero icon in the hero collection, the Warlord's attack will increase by 0.1. When max, this increases to 1. So you gain 1 attack point for every hero in your collection. Enhance Warlord's crit rate. Oh, that one's crit damage. This one's crit rate by 5%. Deal 220% damage to all enemies. Also randomly cause a debuff. Poison, reduce attack gauge, reduce defense, or reduce attack power. So this is another one. Like the first one, you have to run a debuffer, like I said before. Yuan Shu, as I stated, is more of he's a crowd control warlord. He's more for inflicting debuffs upon the opponent and then giving your heroes a chance to take advantage of that. And so as long as you run a debuffer, he's a solid hero, a solid warlord. He can deal a little bit of damage while messing with your opponent's heroes without costing you a hero on your team to do the same thing. For every debuff on enemy's hero, Warlord's skill damage will be increased by 10%. So this works well with heroes like witches. Her second skill causes dots, which is damage over time, and defense break on the same skill. And so that would increase damage by 10% for both of those, and it happens on all of them. There's a chance for it to happen on everyone. So that would be a really good skill. If you can cause debuffs, besides the ones Yuan Shu casts. Or you can... really, you're going to get a damage boost on one of the skills, depending on which one you use. Let's say you use this one first. It doesn't say if it only causes one debuff. It says cause a debuff, but it could mean more, could mean less. Like, it could just be one, might be more. Just kind of depends. They aren't too specific with it. And I thought it could cast more than just one. If that's the case, you use this one. Let's say it sets up 2 or 3 debuffs on them. Then you use this one, and they're debuffs already, so you're gaining a skill, like your skill damage is being increased by whatever the percentage is that you've upgraded it. When enemy team uses a buff/debuff removing skill, caster will receive damage equivalent to 1000% of Warlord's speed. So this means heroes like Fire Sensei, Evil Zhou, Holy Aurora, and Water Sun Shangxing. So if they try to remove your team's buffs, that hero will take damage. If they try to cleanse their own debuffs away, they'll take damage. So like Water Sao Z, Holy Martial God, what are the other ones? Holy Monkey God, Witches, like any kind of cleanser will take this damage from this skill, and it's a passive. It always activates when they do that specific thing. Now it says a skill. I don't think it affects Evil Gojaya because his passive is what removes the debuffs. It might be like a loophole there. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have the Warlord and can't test it. But that'd be pretty cool if it still did cause the damage to him, but I don't think it does based on the wording. And then for every hero icon in the hero collection, the Warlord's max HP will be increased by 1. So, increase the speed of the Warlord by 5%. I would only upgrade this if you are upgrading this skill also. because it deals more damage based on the Warlord's speed, this will increase his speed. So it'll increase the damage that that particular skill deals. So I would only upgrade this if you will also be upgrading this skill. This, I'd upgrade this. This is solid. It's his attack, deals more damage. It's just a solid skill to upgrade. Don't worry about this one. Increase the crit damage. Yes, just upgrade it. That's needed. For every 1 point of speed, will increase Warlord skill damage by 0.1%. So this is kind of one that you need to ask the GM about, which if I remember, I'll ask the GM and post a comment below with what the response is. But to determine if this is based on Yuan Shu's speed, the speed of your team, or how that works. But I'll let you know in a comment below what their answer is. But whatever it is, if it is Yuan Shu's speed, it's worth upgrading, and then you would also need to upgrade this skill. So that all depends on how this skill is actually raised, like what speed it takes into effect. I'd upgrade this. You need to upgrade this. It's pretty much a requirement because it increases the damage of both of his attacking skills. Enhance Warlord's crit rate. Again, this one's needed because you can get 100% crit rate and 150% crit damage. Along with the boost from this, the boost from having debuffs, it's just the more attack you can pull off, the better. He's gonna already be causing debuffs on the opponent, so if he can deal some damage in there too, that's only gonna work out for the better. This, yeah, just upgrade to deal more damage. This one, for every debuff on the enemy hero's Warlord's skill damage will be increased by 10%. I would upgrade this. This is also a solid one to upgrade. Let's see. It might go to 100%. Maybe. That's how much the damage goes to, but I would upgrade this. If you're running like Holy Rose, who is super fast, is normally built really fast, and stuns, there's instant damage along with the debuffs you're putting on with Yuan Shu. It all works out well, and at the very least he gets a boost off of his own debuffs that he's going to be putting out. So it's a really solid skill to upgrade. This one, it's a good skill to upgrade for all the cleansers that are running around, like Witches is really popular, but again, you will have to upgrade this skill also for this one to be any good. It's just something that you will need to take into account, that for this to be good, you will have to upgrade his speed. And this skill, it's not needed. Don't have to worry about that. So Yuan Shu does need a lot of skills upgraded to reach his full potential, but in the end it should be worth it with all of the things that he can do along with the attack boosts that he gets. Now, I haven't used him. I don't see him too often because most people run Lubeo, so he's going to be more of a situational. He could be more of a situational warlord because people don't want to run a debuffer and get shut down. So it all depends on how your play style is and everything. But he's still a very solid warlord. Thanks for watching. Hope I could help you out a little bit. See you next time.